Hi, I'm Jake. We're doing more Howl of the Wild stuff, Pathfinder 2 videos. You know. That's why you're here. So we're covering the Warden spells and Ranger options. Well, this is the last Howl of the Wild video, unless you guys give me a damn good reason to do more. Because there's been a lot out already. So, but people have requested this, so I'm doing it. Now, before I start on Rangers, I want you to know that I am not an expert on Rangers. I don't like playing as melee types or martial classes in general. So I don't tend to make a lot of them for my videos or just because it's fun. Because it's not that fun to me. I will still give you my opinions on how I think the individual ability works, but I may not be an expert on how it meshes well with the rest of the Ranger. So, Rangers are consummate masters of the outdoors, able to track quarries, identify creatures, and read the environment in equal measure. The following options expand on Rangers' Warden spells, which let them channel the primal magic of the natural world. Ranger Feats. Level 4 Feat, Natural Conduit, 1 action, concentrate Ranger spell shape. Prerequisites, Warden spells, go figure. Requirements, you have line of effect to your animal companion or another friendly animal within 60 feet. You can use an animal as a conduit for your magic. If the next action you use is to cast a spell that has a range, the spell uses the animal as its origin point. This is great. It just extends your range and lets you like shoot around corners. Like it lets you remain hidden and lets you still get your spells off. It's cool. Next feat, level 6, Animal Strength. Prerequisites, Animal Feature Warden spell. You tap into the primal strength of your animal feature. When you gain a claw or jaws attack from animal feature, you can choose a weapon you're carrying and apply all runes from that weapon, if they're applicable, to that unarmed attack. This replaces any runes the unarmed attacks would normally have from other sources like hand wraps of mighty blows. In addition, when you critically hit with a claw or jaws attack from animal feature, you deal 1d6 persistent bleed damage. This is great because it gives you flexibility. It gives you options. You don't have to build specifically for being able to use that spell. You can build for something else entirely using weapons, and then you also happen to be able to use everything that you put into those weapons on your jaws attack too. So it's a good feat. Even I can tell that that's a good feat. Oh my god, cat hair everywhere. I feel like I'm made of cat hair sometimes. Next feat, level 6, Nature Prowler. When you begin your turn hidden or unnoticed by your hunted prey, that creature is off guard to you until the end of your turn. If you're in natural surroundings, you can avoid notice and sneak at full speed. This is really cool. This is so weird. Like, you can keep hiding. Like, you can end your turn behind cover and take the hide action. And because you begin your next turn, hidden or unnoticed by your hunted prey, they're off guard again. So you can do like hit and run tactics a lot. This also works really well with the assassin archetype, because you can avoid notice and sneak at full speed. It makes that archetype just more usable. It's easier for you to get your death attacks off. So it's just a thought. Now, Warden spells. These Warden spells are additional options for Rangers who choose the Initiate Warden, Advanced Warden, Masterful Warden, and Peerless Warden feats, which begin on page 157 of Player Core. Initiate Warden spells. Focus 1. Distracting Decoy, 1 action. Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Ranger, and Visual traits. Range 10 feet. Targets 1 creature. Defense Will. You conjure a colorful, fast-moving shape, such as a small bird or other animal that draws your target's eye. They must attempt a will save. Success, the creature is unaffected. Failure, the creature is off guard until the start of your next turn. Critical failure, as failure, but the creature also takes a -2 circumstance penalty to attacks while it's off guard. This is really useful. It seems crappy to me at first, because it's like it's a focus spell that doesn't do any damage. It doesn't change the playing field, doesn't heal anybody. This focus spell does not have the manipulate trait. So it's not a manipulate action. The enemy wouldn't necessarily know that you're using it. It's just distracting them so they look over there. It's the ultimate look over there spell that people have used for decades in games like D&D. I've never actually seen a spell dedicated to just that and doing it really well. And that's handy. It's not always going to be useful for everybody, but it is handy. Next Warden spell, level 1 focus spell, Keen Smell, 2 actions. It has the uncommon Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Morph, and Ranger traits. Duration 1 minute. Your nose becomes more sensitive to the scents of the wild, the better for you to track your quarry. For the spell's duration, you gain Scent as an imprecise sense with a range of 30 feet. Your hunted prey can't be undetected by you as long as it's within your scent range. That's nice, because they can't hide very well. Heightened to 3rd level, your scent range increases to 60 feet. Just makes you a better hunter. It's simple, but it's good. It's more options to have in your arsenal. Next spell, focus level 1, Slime Spit, 2 actions. It has the traits Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Poison, and Ranger. Range 30 feet, targets 1 creature, defense reflex. You spit toxic goo that coats your target's face and eyes, dealing 2d6 poison damage. It must attempt a reflex save. Clever girl. Critical success, the target takes no damage. Success, the target takes half damage and is dazzled for 1 round, though it can interact to wipe its eyes and remove the condition. Failure, the target takes full damage and is dazzled until the end of your next turn. Critical failure, the target takes double damage, is blinded for 1 round, and is dazzled until it uses an interact action to wipe its eyes. And every rank that it's heightened, the damage increases by 2d6. I find this funny. And it fits certain builds because it's very thematic. It feels very Lizard Ranger-ish. I like it. It's cool. Advanced Warden spells. Level 2 focus spell, Canopy Crawler, 2 actions, Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Morph, and Ranger traits. Range is touch, targets yourself or your animal companion, duration 10 minutes. The target grows a prehensile tail or gains prehensile qualities in their existing tail to help them climb with ease. For the duration of the spell, they gain climb speed equal to their highest speed. The target can climb with a hand occupied or 2 hands occupied if they have the combat climber feat. Useful. Sometimes climbing is very important, like when you're in the Mwangi jungle. Heightened to 5th rank, the spell's duration increases to 1 hour, and you can target both yourself and your animal companion with a single casting. Ooh, neat. That's good. I like that. Extra movement ability is always good in every class. Next level 2 focus spell, Imitate Fauna, 2 actions. Uncommon, Concentrate, Illusion, Focus, Manipulate, Ranger traits. Range 30 feet, targets 1 willing animal, duration 1 hour. You use your knowledge of nature to pass the target off as a common animal of the same size, representing a species chosen when the spell is cast. This covers the target's visual appearance, scent, and voice. The target can communicate with other members of the species as though they shared a language but can't speak other languages while the spell persists. I love that this would work with awakened animals. Casting Imitate Fauna counts as setting up a disguise for the purpose of the impersonate action. It allows the target to ignore any circumstance penalties they might take for being disguised as dissimilar creatures, and it gives the target a plus 4 status bonus to deception checks to prevent other animals from seeing through their disguise. You can dismiss this spell. Heightened to 5th rank, you can target up to 6 willing animals. This doesn't have a lot of applications that I can think of, but I don't know. You can get your animal companion to talk to any animal you pass by. I guess that's convenient. Master Warden spells, Focus 3, Threatening Mimicry, 2 actions. It has the traits Uncommon, Concentrate, Emotion, Fear, Focus, Illusion, Manipulate, Mental, Ranger. Area 10-foot emanation, Defense, Will. You appear larger and stronger to nearby creatures, appearing to possess threatening features like antlers, claws, or poison to their senses. Each non-allied creature in the area must attempt a will save. I'm glad it's not allied. It's enemies, basically. Critical success. The creature is unaffected. Success. The creature is frightened 1. This condition doesn't decrease at the end of its turn if it damaged you during that turn. Failure as success, but frightened 2. Critical failure as success, but frightened 3. Holy shit, that's great. 10-foot emanation. Neat. That's good. I like that. Yes. Yes, that's good. Scaring anything in an area is always good, because it can save your life. Next Warden spell, Focus 3, Warning Stripes, 1 action. It has the traits Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Morph, Poison, and Ranger. Duration 1 minute. Your skin becomes painted with vivid stripes or bright aposematic swirls, warning other creatures of its toxic qualities. Any creature that touches you or hits you with an unarmed melee attack takes 2d8 poison damage. If you have an animal companion, you can cast the spell on them instead with a range of 30 feet. Oh, neat. Heightened plus 2 ranks. The poison damage increases by 1d8, so not a lot. Not a lot at all. But it's any creature that touches or strikes with an unarmed melee attack, which is all animals and almost all beasts and most monsters in general. So it's extra damage. It's helpful, I guess, in general. I don't like abilities that require other people to do shit to you. Because what if they don't choose to do that shit? For whatever reason. The GM's a dick. It doesn't make sense for the monster. The monster doesn't have an ability that requires it. This isn't always going to be useful. Peerless Warden spells are next. Focus 5, Gluttonous Growth, 2 actions, Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Plant, Ranger. Range 120 feet, area, all squares that contain plants in a 20-foot burst. Duration sustained up to 1 minute. Plants in the area grow rapidly, taking on carnivorous characteristics as they seek to consume prey. All affected squares are difficult terrain, both on the ground and for flying creatures, so they reach up into the air. That's cool. Each creature that begins its turn in the area must attempt a reflex save unless it's already grabbed or restrained. Critical success, the creature is unaffected. Success, the creature is grabbed until the beginning of its next turn or it escapes. Failure, the creature is grabbed until the spell ends or it escapes. Critical failure, the creature is restrained until the spell ends or escapes. When you sustain the spell, each creature grabbed or restrained by the plants takes 4d6 piercing damage. Wow. Heightened by 1 rank, the damage dealt by the plants when you sustain the spell increases by 2d6. Jesus. This seems more like a druid thing. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good spell in general. It's a good spell. Just don't picture rangers doing this. But okay, that's cool. That's neat. Yeah, just restraining people and doing a bunch of damage is great. Next spell, Focus 5, Pack Breaker. 2 actions. Uncommon, Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Mental, Ranger. Range 30 feet, targets 1 creature, defense will, duration 1 minute. You can deceive creatures by changing their perception of their allies' behavior. Each affected creature suspects their allies have changed allegiance, depending on the outcome of their will save. Regardless of the effects of the saving throw, the creature is then temporarily immune to Pack Breaker for 1 hour. Okay, so it targets a creature. It doesn't have to be an animal. It's just flavor that it says Pack Breaker. Critical success, the creature is unaffected. Success, the creature becomes unfriendly to all creatures to which it wasn't already hostile, even those that were previously allies. It treats no one as an ally for 1 minute. Each of its former allies within its reach must attempt a save against Pack Breaker. Weird. Failure, as success, but the creature is also confused for 1 round. Critical failure, as success, but the creature is confused for 1 minute. Like, this already exists as an occult spell. I'm surprised they gave it to rangers, but with this feel, with this vibe, I get it. It could actually be used to break up a pack of animals. Like a slight twist, and it seems to fit. Anyway, it's a good spell overall. Last Warden spell. Focus 5, Pulverizing Wake. 2 actions, Uncommon, Attack, Concentrate, Focus, Manipulate, Ranger, Sonic. Targets 1 creature within reach. Area 15-foot cone, defense AC, and basic fortitude. See text. Imitating raptorial creatures, you attack with such speed it drives a sonic shockwave. Make a melee strike against a creature in your reach. If you hit, you deal an additional 3d8 sonic damage. Regardless of the result of your strike, that creature becomes the point of origin of a 15-foot cone aimed directly away from you. All creatures in that cone take 6d8 sonic damage, basic fortitude saves. This is cool. Heightened, every rank it's heightened. The damage of the cone increases by 1d8. That's neat. That is shock and awe. That's intimidating. That's neat. Of course, I'm thinking of the Flip It archetype as well. It seems to fit. I don't know. Sonic shockwave with your tongue. Please give me your opinions on these feats and spells, because I don't know which of them are great. I know that some of them are, because they fit other things that I've also read. But like, what are the best and worst ones here? Are there any that are shit? I don't think so. Anyway, if you want to see the rest of the Howl of the Wild playlist is here. If you want to see the archetypes, they're going to be here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a patron if you are. If not, check the links in the description. There's lots of things to click. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.